Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Space Cowboy here. Welcome back to the channel. And we finally got our position evaluation series for 2022 on deck. And we're going to be starting out with the quarterback position. We all know who we're going to be talking about. Obviously, the backups are very important as well. But before we go any further, if you guys could do me a solid favor and like this video, it doesn't take too long to do whatsoever, and it's greatly appreciated as it helps the video perform better in YouTube's algorithm. Next, if you are part of the 87th percentile that have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I suggest you do so you make sure that you get more videos like this as they come out. We're going to be doing this trying, given my circumstances of my schedule, to do it 3 days of video. Alright, so we're going to try and do that, go through each position group starting with the offense, defense, and eventually leading to special teams and coaching. We're going to give a letter grade based off of how I feel the position is and overall, what is there to improve and, am I satisfied? We'll get through all that. Now with all those introductions out of the way, let's get to the Dallas Cowboys quarterback room. We're all aware of who is the starting quarterback, and I think we'll save that talk for last because it's extremely important to talk about the guy behind him. We all know what Cooper Rush did last year, stepping in, playing a part of a huge game for the Cowboys to keep their win streak alive, keep the momentum alive, albeit it ended the following week. But that's exactly what you need from a backup quarterback. Someone that could step in, do their job well, and make sure that they win the game. And, that is exactly what happened. Now, if you don't know, there are a couple other guys behind Cooper Rush, and, I think the biggest thing is, okay, can they make a shot at pushing him off a cliff? Well, you got Will Grier and Ben DiNucci, and to be honest with you, I don't think the Cowboys are going to do three quarterbacks. I think that Cooper Rush has established himself with the experience that he had last season, that he is your backup quarterback. And unless Will Grier or Ben DiNucci prove otherwise, Cooper Rush is staying put. I think that that's a fair assessment there. Then you go to Dak Prescott. I know that there are plenty of people that love Dak. There are plenty of people that don't like him, and there's some people in the middle that are indifferent with him. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the quarterback, Dak Prescott, and where I'm feeling with him right now and kind of compare to where I was last year. So, 2020 had that crazy-ass injury that threw us all into a loop, and we ended up having a bad year. And for him to rehab, come back during training camp, basically, and go through that and have the season he had, I couldn't ask for anything more. In fact, he exceeded my expectations in 2021, and I'm not just saying that. I'm being completely dead-ass honest with you. To have statistically the best season of his career after coming off that ankle injury, that's impressive. And with him being a second year removed from that, I will understand that he has a lot of changes going on with the offensive side of the ball, with the line, the weaponry, that kind of thing. But if you look at the postseason games and you're just saying, well, it's Dak's fault that we lost. I'm not saying that he played well. There were moments that look like what the hell is going on. But to take that 2021 game in the postseason versus the 49ers and attribute that to that's him, he can't win in the playoffs, it's about what you do and what happens outside of that. If you go back to the previous two postseason appearances, 2016, if it wasn't for the defense being a complete clusterfuck, you probably win that game versus Green Bay. You go to 2018, and you win the playoff game versus Seattle as a team, and Dak played good enough to win you the game. Then you go to the Rams game, and he's carrying that team. He was the only source of offense that entire game, and your defense couldn't stop a run worth a damn. That's not your quarterback's fault. And it's extremely important we have this conversation because a lot of people attribute the quarterback to whether the team succeeds or fails, right? Now, there are instances where a quarterback is directly, pinpointed to that. And I'm not trying to say that Dak is not one of those individuals. There have been games where Dak literally played very bad to where he was one of those reasons. We saw what happened last year, but I think what's important to have in terms of the discussion is your expectations. And I've seen the goalpost move. 2016, oh, he isn't good enough because he's a rookie, and we need to go back to the previous guy in Tony Romo because he's not able to win you the big games, or whatever the case may be. That was the dialogue. Then Romo leaves. Zeke gets suspended in 2017. Dak has, right now, statistically his worst season. And people were like, oh, see, he can't win without a run game. He needs a run game. Then in 2018, you sort of had a run game, but your passing game was all over the place. Oh, see, he can't win because he doesn't know how to read a defense. You get him Amari Cooper, who turns into a fantastic passer. 2019 rolls around. Now, this is where I kind of start getting confused. Because I felt like, for me, as we go through the career arc of Dak, I wanted to see that jump. And he made that jump in 2019. He definitely looked a lot better as a passer than previous years. And you saw that. You'd be lying if you said, no, he didn't change. And then the next thing was, okay, he can only beat the bad teams. Or he's only good against the bad teams. Right? I'm going to just say this. If Dak Prescott has anywhere close to the season he had last year, like throwing 30-plus touchdowns, 5 to 10 interceptions, completing... You get what I'm getting at. If he has a similar season like that statistically, and he's doing his job, I don't see a reason to complain. It's not his fault, and I would say this for any other position group, it's not his fault that someone else doesn't do their job. Same thing like I would say for the offensive lineman. If Dak makes a bad throw, it's not the offensive lineman's fault, unless they're the one causing the situation. It's not their fault that he makes a bad throw. You know, it's not... Likewise, it's not like Dak's fault that someone can't catch a pass if it hits him in the hands. Or it's not his fault that someone can't block or someone can't play defense. And that's something that gets lost in the sauce, if we're being honest. A lot of people that don't like him attribute things that aren't related to him to him. So, think about it this way. Aaron Rodgers just went one and done. Okay? People talk about him being a top quarterback in the league, and he had a phenomenal year. Nothing to take away from him. But you mean to tell me that it's okay that he didn't show up, but it's a terrible situation that Dak didn't show up? Against the same team, albeit, and they didn't score more points? Again, not Aaron Rodgers' fault that his team didn't do their job properly. Hence why, look, if Aaron Rodgers threw 3 interceptions or he played like shit, that would be one thing. He played good enough to win you the game. It wasn't until that special teams play that the Packers lost. And I don't really enjoy seeing the fact that we just take for granted the guy that we have at the position. I'm not asking for the guy to be ranked this. I don't give a damn about that. All that matters is he does his job, and that's it. If he does it on a high level, as he should because he's getting paid that, what is there to complain about? And I know that there's going to be plenty of people bitching and complaining before they even watch this. So, getting to a letter grade, I think the Dallas Cowboys are at A-, primarily dealing with the backup quarterback situation. We haven't seen Cooper Rush with extended minutes outside of the one game. For Dak, it really comes down to just, hey, can you replicate your success from 2021 into 2022? If he is remotely close statistically, or hell, if he's even better but the numbers dip, I don't care. As long as we're winning games and he's not the reason we're losing, I'm cool. And I think that should be the adopted position moving forward. But unfortunately, a lot of people will not like him for other things that are not attributed to him. or they'll make up some ridiculous excuses. So, and there's that. And if he plays bad, he plays bad. You know, you got to call him out on that. Like, I'm not trying. But yeah. So A- it is for the quarterbacks. Really comes down to Dak Prescott and Cooper Rush. So there's that. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys later. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.